Alrighty. Hello, everybody. Matt Miranda here. We are going to talk briefly about Texas 4-H Roundup, what to expect. And I'm going to send this out to everybody that I've been sending the emails out to for this year. But this is basically to answer some questions that I get every year about State Roundup and how everything works. So I'm going to share my screen here in a second to show you what we're talking about, go over some points on the email I had sent out a while back, and then show you the state website where you can find information. One thing I would say is there is a Texas 4-H app, and you can download that. A lot of this information will be on the app for the week of State Roundup. I don't know the actual name of the app. I think it's just the Texas 4-H app, but it will have some information, schedules, and whatnot for Roundup. One thing about State Roundup is when you get there, headquarters for State Roundup is Reed Arena on Texas A&M University campus. So you can type in Texas A&M Reed Arena, and that'll show you where that facility is. It's off of George Bush and Wellborn Road. That's probably the easiest, big, closest streets that are there next to it. I believe that it is Joe Route or John Kimbrough are the name of the streets. They go right in front, right to the side of it, and then right in front of it is Olson Road. That goes. It's the front road of the arena, but it's a big arena. It's hard to miss. And that's going to be the headquarters. So anytime you're going to an assembly, there are some contests there. There are some awards there, awards for all the judging contest meets. We'll sometimes they do those at other facilities, but livestock, horse judging, all those kinds of things. The awards are located there at Reed Arena. The awards for the food challenge and the Dutch to Dazzle contest, I also believe, are at Reed Arena. But the nightly assemblies will be at Reed Arena, and a lot of different events for State Roundup, the dances, all that will be at Reed Arena. So that is headquarters. And in the upstairs part, the concourse of Reed Arena, there's going to be different booths throughout the week. The registration table is going to be there. For those that are going up for Leaders for Life, I will be, and probably for livestock judging as well. I'll be picking up all the credentials. I may end up picking up most of the credentials from the registration booth. That way, y'all don't have to. But if you'd rather pick up your own credentials, that is fine. Just let me know, and I won't pick them up. I'll leave them there for when you get into town. But registration will be there. If you are registering on site for a parent or somebody like that, then that is where you'll do the on-site registration as well. So that'll be the first place you go. We'll talk about parking in a second, but you'll need to have your parking pass bought already. And then that parking pass is, I don't know every lot that it's good for, but I do know that it is good for lot 100, which is the vast majority of the spaces around Reed Arena. The only lot that it doesn't cover around Reed Arena is directly in front of the building. There is a small kind of subsection of the lot that has a lot of handicap spaces and some other spaces. It is directly in front of the front doors of Reed Arena, and that is not lot 100. That I think they consider lot 110. But all the rest of the lot around Reed Arena is lot 100, and that parking pass will be good for that, as well as a few other lots around campus. There's one that's close to Kyle Field. There's one across from the railroad tracks. So it'll get you in there. I will say that for any contest that is happening at Rudder Tower, and that's going to be where all of your speech contests are going to be. That's going to be where the Leaders for Life contest is going to be. There are 2 parking garages that you can park in. The parking permit that you buy online does not cover those 2 garages. So that would be an additional fee if you choose to use them. I'll be parking in either University Center Garage, which is directly across the street, or Kane Center Garage or Kane Parking Garage, which is close to there as well. just because it is a whole lot easier to walk from those garages to Rudder Tower than it is from Reed Arena to Rudder Tower, especially when you're dressed in a suit and if you're doing a speech, if you have props, things like that, it's a whole lot easier to park in those garages. So let me share my screen real quick. All right, so as you can see, I wanted to go over a couple of things on the email that I sent y'all. I guess it was late last week. So a couple of things that are coming up: declined credit card payments. That happens mostly because a card has expired or something like that. And it says any unresolved credit card payments will be flagged, and affected individuals will be required to make payment on site through 4-H online to clear up their balance. Now, it's supposed to be working to where you can log back into your own profile, go to the child that is registered for Roundup, click on events, and then find that event, and it'll say red additional payment required. It's supposed to let you go in there and do that. If it's not letting you do that and you got this message, then let me know, and then we will click pay by check, and you can bring a check here to the office and we'll send it in to a state to pay for it, and that will take care of that. For Roundup guests, if you are, like I said, if you're a parent going for the week and you did not sign up on 4-H Online, maybe you didn't have a profile on 4-H Online, and you're not serving as a chaperone for other kids. So let's say you're going you're going just as a parent, chaperoning your own child, that's fine, but you still have to have credentials. So for that, you can do this on-site, this pre-registration, and that information was sent out statewide this week. It's also right here on this email. So you click this registration link. You will have to upload or complete this waiver and the media release as well. But all of that pre-registration will be done. It'll close May 26th. And after that, you'll have to register on site. So just keep that in mind. There is still that option. If you'd like to attend the assemblies and things like that, you're more than welcome to, but you do have to register for the event. Parking permits are not sold by Texas 4-H. So in the past, we had to buy them through 4-H. They are actually sold through Transportation Services on the A&M campus. So you will click on this, and then you will need to have your license plate number in order to buy that parking pass. There's no actual pass, I don't believe, that you'll be printing out. It is based on your license plate number, and then they will have their little vehicles that drive around and check if you have a license plate number or not on their system. Something new that they are doing this year, they are they're not allowing any outside food or drink into Reed Arena. So there's going to be concessions on campus, or you can pre-purchase concessions meals online if you're going to be at Reed Arena on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, if you have a contest or something like that there. If not, after you're done competing, you're welcome to go get some kind of food. You just keep in mind, if you are doing food challenge or Duds to Dazzle and you do the first part of the contest and then they call the final teams back for the final challenge, you need to make sure that you are there when they announce the results. That way you are there, because it'll be a very fast turnaround time to wash dishes and get ready for that final challenge. So just keep that in mind. Keep your time frames in mind. One thing I did want to talk about is, the process of how awards and things like that work at State Roundup. So in most cases, they will do, you'll get an email from your contest superintendent. I'm the superintendent for the Promote 4-H educational presentation. So once I get that list from state, then I will send all of my participants an email with instructions on what to do for their contest. you will each get the same kind of email. Sometimes those emails go out rather close to the week of state roundup, so please keep an eye on the email address that you have on 4-H Online to look for those details. Because they should send them to me as well, but they will also send them to the family email of the individuals participating in the contest. Once you have that, that'll tell you when to be where and what time, and then you can go to Texas A&M University map and find out where things are, or text me. I'm familiar where a lot of the contest locations are on campus. Some of those, like soil judging, I'm not sure where those are going to be. They're located off campus, but that information will go out to you before the contest. Once you have that information together, typically what they will do is they'll do an initial award ceremony for your contest. And so, for instance, for my Promote 4-H contest that I do, once all the speeches are done, the judges have tabulated, we will announce the top 10 positions, the top 10 placings, I should say, all up until third place. In third place, we announce those ranks in no particular order, because kids do not find out what their final placings. If you're top 3, you don't find out what your final placings are until the roundup assembly at Reed Arena each night at 7 o'clock. So if you are in the top 3, you'll be instructed to go to Reed Arena and be there by 6 p.m. And at 6 p.m. you'll take the stairs or the elevator to the basement floor, and there's going to be a room down there where you will line up and get ready for awards assembly and line up. They'll have you cross the stage, and when your contest is out on stage, they will announce third place, second place, and then first place. They should have, the last couple of years, they have fed the kids down there when they are in lineup, and it's been, Whataburger, Chick-fil-A, or several different places have done it over the years. So they will have at least some kind of snacks and drinks down there for the youths when y'all are down there if you're top 3. And so keep that in mind. Again, if you are top 3, you'll be going to Reed Arena at 6 o'clock. Be there by no later than 6 o'clock for lineup. And then we will do the assembly from 7 to 9. The assembly is where they announce the results of all the contests of the day. There's going to be, on some nights, they will recognize scholarship recipients. On some nights, they will recognize the Salute to Excellence award winners for the state and for the districts. On some nights, they will have speakers, and they will have Share the Fun or 4-H Talent Contest presentations that won that day. So there's a lot of different things that happen in that 2-hour span from 7 to 9. And then afterwards, there's typically some sort of event, a dance or a concert or something like that, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night. If you are registered for the day, if you're there for just a day pass, you are registered to go to that assembly the day you are there as well. If you're there for the whole week, you can go anytime. And that's why I bring up the last thing on here. It says the pizza meal deal. If you are there Thursday night of state roundup, there will be a concert. And one of the things that my committee and I have done for the last 10 or 12 years is we provide pizza for kids that want to buy it. That way you can go to the dance and get a couple of slices of pizza, water, and a cookie. And we will have that all set up on the bottom floor of Reed Arena that evening. And so that'll be during the dance. So say 9 to 11, right about that time span. You will have to buy your pizza, pay for your pizza on your own beforehand, and that link is in this email as well. So if you're going to be there Thursday night and you want some pizza during the dance, go ahead and buy that. That's also a fundraiser for the 4-H Agents Association, to where we are able to provide a scholarship to a senior 4-H'er when they graduate. Another thing I want to show y'all is the State Roundup website. So if you type in Texas 4-H Roundup, there's the State Roundup website. And on here is a bunch of different information. One of the more important ones here is the schedule of events. So the schedule of events, it'll bring up this Blogspot page, and then it has the Roundup handbook, the changes of reminders, and the full schedule. The full schedule has when everything is every day, and as best as they know, where the location is as of this time. You'll see like Livestock Quiz Bowl, Horse Quiz Bowl, those places are still being determined where they are going to be. This is updated day by day as they get more stuff. Let's say you are doing the Leaders for Life contest. We will be checking into Rudder Tower, room 301. If you're doing archery, the 3D archery contest, you'll be at the Brazos Valley Archery Club, and that is on Highway 21. So it won't actually be on campus, but each location will be different depending on what contest you're signed up for. Let's see, on Wednesday, if you're doing food challenge, you'll be in the stands at Reed Arena. And there will be information sent to the family email, just like it says here on 4-H Online. Qualifying livestock judging, meat judging, all of those. Livestock judging will be at Pierce Pavilion. The meat judging contest will be at the Rosenthal Meat Center. Soil judging, y'all meet at the O.D. Butler Animal Science Building. And wool judging will be at the Hildebrand Equine Complex. So there's lots of different contests going on. The best thing to do is to pop those into your phone and let it take you where you need to go. Everyone should have my cell phone number, but if you need to get a hold of me for any reason while you were there that week, please ask me for my cell phone number. I will give it to you. I will be there from Monday afternoon until Friday morning. So if anybody needs anything, or if anybody gets hurt and ends up in the hospital, God forbid, please let me know these kinds of things. Okay. We will all be staying, or I'll be staying at the La Quinta College Station South. And a lot of our 4-Hers will be staying there as well. Some of our adult leaders and chaperones and coaches will be there as well. So if you ever do need anything, you can't get a hold of us, come to the hotel and we will be there, especially in the evenings. But that is, just so you have that information. You never know what College Station is going to be like in the summertime. Hopefully we will not have any big thunderstorms or anything like that, but it's been known to happen from time to time. But no kind of emergencies, hopefully, with everything that goes on in the world. It's just best to be prepared for anything. So that's why I want y'all to have this information now. That way, in case there is an issue, we know what to do with that. And you'll see on here, there's 4-H dances every night. There is a curfew, so that's when by 10:30 we have to be out of Reed Arena, and that's when y'all will head back to the hotels from there. Just so you are aware, for Leaders for Life, if you are in the Leaders for Life contest, we will be practicing Monday night. We'll meet for dinner at 5, and then we will practice right after that, around 7:30 at the hotel until about 10 o'clock at night. And then we will do the same thing for consumer decision making on Tuesday night, and the same thing for the Invitational Healthy Lifestyles contest on Wednesday night. So once we get back to the hotel, even if y'all want to stay for the dance, that is fine. But we will sit there for at least a few minutes and go over what we're going to be talking about for those contests the next day. If you're doing livestock judging, I know Mr. Real is going to have y'all working on reasons and practicing those kinds of things as well. So I encourage you to be present for those trainings and to pay attention so we can be as prepared as possible. State Roundup is a fun time and it's supposed to be fun, but we're also there to compete. So I want y'all to be as focused as you possibly can when you go into these contests. Other things on the State Roundup website, there is the State Roundup handbook. There's a few changes, but most of that information has passed by now. If you are going as a scholar, you were given the information on how to register for that scholar registration. We do have 10 or 11 4-Hers from the county that have received scholarships, which is excellent. $134,000 worth of scholarships. So it is excellent, excellent news. We will also have a couple of honorees at the Salute to Excellence Awards Banquet on Wednesday afternoon, and they'll be walking across the stage that evening. So congratulations to them. And there'll be more information coming out for that because we will be honoring them at the County 4-H Banquet in August as well. Again, if you are chaperoning another child, so if you're chaperoning a child that is not your own, they've already filled out the waiver of the media release, but they will also need to fill out these 4 forms as well. And that was in my initial email that I sent, but that is just for, if you're going to have to give a kid medication or all those kinds of things. Let's see. That's really all I wanted to cover initially for tonight. Like I said, after the assemblies are over, there is a dance, and you go back to your hotel. There are lots of restaurants around College Station. There are lots of places where you can go to get lunch quick that are semi-close to campus on Wellborn Road. I think there's now McDonald's and a Whataburger and a Lane's Chicken, not even a mile from campus, not even half a mile from campus. So on Wellborn Road. So if you need to run to grab some food, you can. And then, like I said, there's lots of restaurants in town. So if you have the opportunity, if you're there and you don't have anything to do, there are workshops that are going on. You can also take tours of campus. They have tours going on just every day on campus anyway. So I encourage you to take some opportunities to do that as well. Like I said, this is a contest. We want you to compete and succeed. We also want y'all to have some fun and to learn about Texas A&M and all those kinds of things as well. If you do have any questions as we get closer to the event, please let me know. Please get my cell phone number. It's in every email that I've sent y'all. It's posted on pretty much everything. Send me an email. Send me a message on Facebook. We will be there. I'll be there all week. Drew will be there most of the week. Jeff will be there half of the week. And then we have lots of adult leaders that will be around as well. So if y'all need anything, car breaks down, whatever it might be, please let me know. We can work with y'all to get you wherever you need to go. Don't forget, this is a professional event. So if you're going to be going to your contest, you need to look the part. The Leaders for Life teams know how they're expected to dress. But if you're going to give a presentation, business professional would be the best. Okay. If you're going to be doing like for the food challenge or Dutch Dazzle, they have their uniforms that they wear for those contests as well. So just keep that in mind, dress code wise. Also for Leaders for Life, at least when you if you are in the top 3 teams and you're going to cross the stage, you're going to wear the same clothes that you wore to the contest as you are going to wear to the assembly. Okay, so you can bring clothes to change into afterwards if you're going to stay for the dance, but you are going to be expected to wear the same, those business professional clothes for the assembly if you are the top 3. Now, if you're not the top 3, then you will go back to your hotel and change, but still you have to be 4-H appropriate for your dance. So no, nothing that shows the midriff, no spaghetti straps, no halter tops, nothing with drug or alcohol or tobacco information on them. It's probably best to wear closed-toed shoes, especially at dance. And you don't want to wear real shorty shorts or nothing with a lot of holes in it as well. If you're going to present in jeans, don't wear jeans with holes in them. So I am a little bit more strict with dress code, especially for state roundup, because we are not only representing yourself, you're also representing Guadalupe County. And we like to try to help Guadalupe County keep its reputation as a good and upstanding county. So just pay attention to the dress code. if there's a problem, please come talk to me. If you're not sure about something, please come talk to me, and we will talk about it. So, again, if you have any other questions, please let me know. And we will see y'all in College Station in a couple of weeks. Have a good day and good luck.